Here's the quote we are starting the episode off with today. Find happiness by enjoying the journey, not by awaiting the destination. Enjoying the process. That's what we're talking about in this episode of Willfully Optimistic. And finally, the first dialogue in such a long time. This is probably episode, 37, I believe. Probably the last dialogue was maybe episode 24. So the first time, 13, welcome. This is Jose Bew. Just met him down the street, picked him up in my van, white van I have. And I said, yo, hey, you look good.
I was like, what's up?
Yeah, I said, you look good, man. Thanks for coming. I want you to come down to the studio and I want to talk to you a little bit.
I was like, okay, bet.
In my basement.
Bet.
On the lake.
Bet.
In the middle of nowhere. You're a baseball player.
Marsh. Bet.
Very bet.
Okay.
You're a aspiring baseball player. Soon to be future.
College baseball player.
What's the mascot?
Blue Devil.
You're a Blue Devil.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it fits right in.
Hey, yeah. Duke, baby.
So
Duke.
So I thought you'd be a perfect person to share the conversation with me about enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, and trying to find happiness in between and not having happiness at the end of the destination. Because I know you're not even close to where you want to be because you told me your goals before. And yet you still love going out there, working, getting better, playing on the fields, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just working on yourself.
That's mainly because I've had the same vision my whole life. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Right on.
Well, I mean, I'd said in 8th grade when I batted probably 120 on AAA. I said it then. Worst batting average on the team.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm going to play the majors one day.
Yes. Own it.
And they started laughing. They said, you're not even good enough to play on this team. I was like, bet.
You think you're good. You think you're really good.
Pretty good.
So I found an article, and it's by fulfillmentdaily.com, just kind of like I did last episode. To kind of read a little bit about it, and then me and Jose are going to have a conversation about, we agree or not. So they have the beginning of the article started off with the challenge, the science, and the solution. The challenge is most people focus solely on the goal and disregard the journey altogether. The science says happiness is attained by living in the moment. The solution, therefore, is enjoy the journey to find satisfaction when you're aiming for a big target. I absolutely agree with that. I was just thinking about this on the way here, and basically this is the route you're in, and I want to talk a lot about sports players because I feel like, personally, they're the best, and especially Olympic athletes, they're the best replicate. Oh my God, they're the perfect model of this because they work so hard for so long, right? And they all have this big dream and goal that they want to have. And the people who get distracted by that, they end up not ever making it there because they're so focused on the goal. But when
they end up 4th place at the Olympics.
Or you're not even there at the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not enjoying every single moment. And it's those people who have fun, like the Gronks, you know what I'm saying? He always had so much fun. Not necessarily a good example. But.
No, what I'm saying, imagine taking 4th at the Olympics.
Shut up.
You don't get a medal.
You don't get a medal, he says.
Like, you know why? They stayed up that one Saturday night partying. So that's why they didn't get a medal.
That's why they didn't get a medal, he says.
They didn't grind enough. They partied. One party, and you could fall years behind. Years behind.
You could fall.
Hey, man.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Oh, you're good shit, bro. No. The journey, the next part here is, the journey is more important than the destination. That's one of the quotes the article had. How many times have you heard this saying, but never actually lived by it? Most people are guilty of making their desired goals the focal point of their lives. They set target after target to jump to the next phase of their lives. In doing so, they become constantly caught up in the race to accomplish more, get further, climb higher, reach the top of the perennial mountain success. However, in the rat race, they forget what really matters. This is the journey. Yo, but going back to, because I talked about it on again, what I wanted to talk a lot about sports and tying in, you can testify to this truthfully. I feel like sports players are the best example of this, of enjoying the process, because they have a really amazing goal, right? It's really hard to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually very implausible, right? Because it's a lot of other people trying to achieve the exact same goal, and only one can be the winner. But when I hear everyone talk about it, especially when I heard Tom Brady talking about retiring, and he talked about everything else about it, and I've heard many other people talk about it too, who also retire. But not even just people who retire in sports, but people who retire from business or whatever. They literally just go they're just like, it wasn't about making the big checks. It wasn't about making the big wins. It wasn't about achieving all these goals they wanted to achieve. It was about Tom Brady, for example. It was the camaraderie with the teammates. It was the locker room, shenanigans. It was the bus rides,
the process,
the process of it, dude. It was it was the media days with each other. It was it was the sweat equity you put in behind the scenes. That's what everyone tells, no matter what it is, when they're done, that's what they really talk about. They talk about enjoying all of those things, because that's where true happiness fucking lies. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the reward of their hard work. Okay, we're good. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. No,
Shoot.
but I didn't mean to say it like that. Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Can you just repeat it? Because I know what it is. I just can't remember now.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I was really saying here.
It was about sports and camaraderie.
Camaraderie, yeah.
And coming together.
Yeah. So oh Jesus. So a prime example of enjoying the journey is Tom Brady, right? Or I heard him talking about it once. Talk about retiring. He's like, it's not necessarily winning all the Super Bowls or winning all the big games that I would necessarily miss. It's the camaraderie with the boys. It's the locker room shenanigans. It's the fun bus rides. It's the process. It's the media days.
Yeah.
It's the sweat equity you put in behind the scenes. That's what he really talks about when they join. That's what anybody in any field, any business or whatever, when they're gone, when they're retired, even with family, right? It's not about having each kid. It's about growing up with the kids. It's all about the little things. It's enjoying the whole process, not getting him from 0 to 18. It's enjoying every single day from 0 to 18. Yeah. Do you agree with that when you're playing sports, man? Because you're trying to make it somewhere. Yeah. Wouldn't you have given up though if you didn't enjoy the process, right? If you only focused on being, you're not, and your end goal isn't being in the majors, right?
Yeah.
It's to win a World Series or something. What is your end goal?
It's just
with baseball. It's not just to be in the majors and get out. No one ever fucking knows you.
I just want more kids to be like, hey, I want to be like Jose. I want to play baseball. I want more kids.
Inspire.
I want more kids to enjoy the sport.
But you can do that through less levels in the major leagues. Yeah. What is your end goal though? Because it can be the major leagues, but you know what I'm saying? Is it being a Hall of Famer in the major league?
I want to show them how I came up through, not playing baseball out of high school, finally playing as a freshman when I'm 21. I want to show them that no matter where you come from, big school, small school, Minnesota, Texas, Florida, California, that you don't need to have scouts at your games or anything. Just keep playing, and eventually you'll find your way. But
that's what I'm trying to ask though, is personally, how far do you want, where's your end goal in the MLB? I want to be, I want to be an all-star. I want to be a World Series champion. I want to be a Hall of Famer.
I want to be in my team's Hall of Fame.
There you go. That's dope.
I want to play for one team.
That's what I'm saying. If you were fixated on just that goal, you're nowhere close to the goal, right? Because you want to play for a long time.
Yes.
You're nowhere close to being a Hall of Famer of that team. Wouldn't you have given up now if that's all you focused on? If you didn't enjoy going to the park, taking grounders, if you didn't enjoy
it wouldn't be worth
working out, if you didn't enjoy any of that, right? If you didn't enjoy that,
if I didn't enjoy it,
studying at 843, if you didn't enjoy that,
if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't have done any of those.
Exactly.
Things. No.
Exactly. That's why I say that's what I'm trying to, that's my my testimony to saying to really fixate on enjoying the process, and people should focus on it because
well, if I didn't enjoy going to the park, I never would have done it.
everyone can agree, no matter what field or realm you're talking in, the people who enjoy the work and the practice the most are the ones who do the best.
I didn't enjoy it, though. I loved it.
Exactly. There you go.
It made me happy.
Exactly. I agree with you. It's euphoric. It's like your drug. Yeah. I agree with that. The people who like to lift the most win the bodybuilding competitions. The people who like to throw the balls the most become Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? The people who enjoy the work the most, the journey the most, the process the most, the ones who do the best. No doubt.
But you can't tell who has that until they're there.
True. You know what? I was just talking to my boss the other day, and he wanted to hear my story. We had a long time to talk, so he wanted to hear my story, so I explained it. I'm like, and basically I was just like, you know, I don't explain to care this to everybody else, because I go, time has a funny way of just proving that they're showing the truth. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, everyone will know. So why? I don't care to explain them the story, but exactly, time. You can't necessarily tell who exactly is gonna be, who enjoys the process the most or loves the process the most. But
yeah,
they're gonna win.
Yeah, you can't. There's no box on scouting reports for heart. They don't check that. Like Tom Brady.
Fair enough.
That he got drafted 199.
199.
That dude from St. John's, D3.
That's what I said to my mom.
114.
Shout out to the St. John's, Minnesota guy who got drafted. That's what I said to my mom. Like, this lineman got drafted higher than Tom Brady did. That's what I said too.
That's the first thing I thought too. Yeah, see, greats right here.
Yeah,
but no, and the fact that it's Division 3, if you're Division 3, you're
said.
lucky to go in the 6th round.
Yes.
If not the 7th. That's lucky.
Dude, that's a great example of what you were just talking about, that don't give up. Because St. John's, Minnesota, like, I'm guessing most of you who listen to this probably do know, but it's in central Minnesota. It's in Collegeville next to St. Joseph, which is a far out suburb of St. Cloud, Minnesota. And small private college town. Do they even cover, they probably do some sort of web live streaming, but definitely ain't on no TV. I guess they do get shout out a little bit.
They probably will live stream it on.
Oh, they've probably been on a few Care 11s, but anyway, this ain't no ESPN.
Yeah.
This ain't no national coverage. This ain't no national coverage.
Unless you're playing St. Thomas.
Yeah, that's true. This ain't no national coverage really, though, unless St. Thomas really. I don't know. But yeah.
Roll Toms.
Really?
No, that's for Allie.
Oh, okay. That's right. You're going to be pissing people off, brother. No, yeah, that's funny. Happiness is the key to success. Are you one of those people who has always had lofty ambitions and dreamt about reaching the top? Maybe, finally, after years and years of late nights, consistent stress, frustration, and worrying, your dreams are finally coming true. Congrats. You've reached a level of success, wealth, and power that you've always desired. You own a big house. You probably have an oversized bank account, yet when you look back, all you see are the days you never enjoyed, the experiences you missed out, the friends and family you took for granted, and the unhappiness you imposed your mind and body to. So agree with that. I worked at for college last semester. I had to, kind of by the prison there in St. Cloud, I had to volunteer at the retirement home.
Okay.
So I talked to a lot of old folks.
Which one?
St. Benedict's.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so I had to talk to a lot of old folks, and a lot of them said, like, they're huge. The only regrets they have is family and stuff like that, like not enjoying literally just saying the small things. They remember a lot of work, a lot of misery in work. I literally was just, holy shit. Just talking to my boss yesterday, and he was saying his neighbor guy, he's like, I don't remember what I was saying. Sneeze distracted me.
Hold on, I actually know.
Hold on.
About the process, baby.
I know it's the process, baby.
Okay.
Give me the process, baby. I skip it, boo.
Beat, bitch.
Yo, hey.
Boop.
Here we go. My name is Marshal. Now you know. It's time for me to sit back and let me roll. Don't stop me. Let's
just
go.
sit down and enjoy the show.
And Jose's here. He's the man. He don't drink beer.
I'm not queer.
Ooh yeah. Hey. Yeah. Oh hey. Yeah. Oh hey.
I still don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah. It ain't no big deal.
Oh shit, dog.
You know the best thing is, I'm not gonna do it, but I can always just pause this and go back and listen to what it was, But I'm not gonna do that.
No.
That's pussy shit.
Oh, is your phone fully charged?
Yeah.
Your
yeah.
camera?
Oh yeah.
Camera. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
It's rolling.
Yeah.
Camera. Yeah,
Oh.
dude. This is a legit camera. This ain't no phone.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. I worked at a
College.
retirement home.
Yeah,
Worked in a retirement home.
yeah.
And the biggest regret was not enjoying the little things of their life. Everyone was so fixated on retirement, right? Everyone is so fixated on retirement. They wake up Monday. This is a short term and long term example, right? People right now are focused on Monday to Friday night. They put their head down and they're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And they just want to get to
They
Friday
live for
night.
the weekend.
They just want to get to Friday night. And then guess what?
Shout out to all the guys in our grade.
Then you get up and then you get out then you work 5 days a week to enjoy 2, which is bullshit. And in the long term of life, they realize they worked every single Monday to Friday, putting their heads down in misery to just get to retirement, to realize they're still in freaking misery because they didn't enjoy the process.
Yeah, that's a lot of sadness for a little bit of happiness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Major key rolling.
Yeah.
Major key.
Yeah. Shout out DJ Colin.
Shout out to the old me.
Hey.
I've got big news for you, Jose.
Yeah.
And I got big news for you too. But we are going to get to that right after the break for today's ads.
Yeah.
Sign, I have got big news for you, Jose.
What is it, Papa?
Scientific research shows that the success is not the key to happiness, but
What is it, Papa?
happiness is the key to success. Success can actually undermine your happiness and drive you to behave in ways that are detrimental to your health and relationship. So, what can you do? Do you agree with that? Success is not the key to happiness, but happiness is the key to success. This is what my show is all about. Happy campus, back in the design, and today is really fully optimistic. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how successful you are as long as you're happy.
What is success in your eyes? Tell me right now.
It is doing what you love for a living.
I agree. Because you know why? What does that make you?
That makes me rich.
No, but doing what you love for a living, what does that make you personally every day? Happy. Boom! Oh, he had it. He had the word, folks. That's what I'm exactly looking for. That's what it's all about, man. I agree with that. I think the end-all, be-all of success, the definition of success, is how happy you are. Yes, there are other factors, right? You can't be. I won't say the most successful man is the man who's this poor guy and in living in the ditch.
Obviously not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But even if you're Jeff Bezos, wealth, okay, I guess that all whatever. That's tremendous wealth.
Money does buy happiness.
Screw that. It at least buys you things that make you happy. That's what it sure do.
Facts.
Exactly. Facts, straight facts. So what can you do? That's what the thing says. So what can you do to try and help yourself enjoy the process just a little bit more? Change your approach to achievement. Rather than making a beeline for the peak, you should try to make the most of your experience and enjoy the climb. Stop to smell the roses on your way to the top. Steer around the obstacles with patience and learn from the hurdles you face and accept the challenges as they come your way. I think you agree with that. I think you enjoy challenges. I think that's why people work out. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
I think you enjoy challenges too. How many setbacks have you had, man? Car after car, moving apartment to apartment, setbacks.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't play baseball for over a year.
School was a big one.
I haven't gone to school in 2 years, but I'm going back this fall.
Yes, you are.
And playing baseball. Just saying. But yeah, I didn't play baseball for over a year.
You didn't.
No. But I missed it, so I'm going back.
That's exactly what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to ball out, baby.
You gonna buy them, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, for sure.
Here's what you may be thinking, especially in today's world. Me and my boss were just talking about this. This world, as the years get older and older, as we progress, 2020, 25, 2030, 2045, we just get faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. We always want to move.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be thinking, I don't have time for that. We got to get going. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, chop, chop, chop. Here's some more relevant news. As long as you are moving in the right direction, you will encounter numerous victories along the way. Science says to savor these moments, to boost your happiness, embrace these victories, and build up a savings of happy memories that you can whip out when life gets tough.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Do you?
I want to say the small victories come when you least expect them.
That's true.
Like, you could just have something going wrong for months and months and months, and you're about to give up, and then just something like that.
Something goes right.
Yeah.
And it's those things that motivate you to keep moving forward. The small little stupid things. I agree with that, man. I said this about this podcast too. I'm like, when I started doing different stuff on Instagram, fitness, whatever, people will reach out here and there. And sometimes it just magically happens that the day that somebody reaches out is like within the time frame that I really needed them
You're about to move on from that.
to boost me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, the miracles happen when you stop looking for the light.
That's true, dude. We talked about this. Like, I talked about this with one of my other friends. It was like, he's like the power of law of attraction. Basically, I talked about this with my other friend. I was like, it's basically in the law of attraction, and it was basically, once you stop looking for something so much, once you stop really fixating on it, then it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Exactly.
Like, you stop fixating on miracles, then something happens.
But it's like, why does it have to be like that though?
I feel is it doesn't get your chances of anything happening more. It's just when you're fixated on it, time slows down. And then you feel like it's so long for you to get something. When you're not fixated on it, time tends to speed up, and the days just go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, and boom, all of a sudden you achieve it. You're like, oh, wow, and you stop fixating on it, here it comes. That's what I think.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. I think.
What do you think? What do you think? Nothing.
That stuff humbles people. Humbles them real quick.
Humble pie? Shove it in your mouth?
Out my fucking ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me some of the licks. Let me the dicks.
No. But on the TL, like on the realsies.
On the realsies, what's he got to say? Break it down for us today.
I'm not gay. Anyways, no. What were we talking about again? What are we talking about? Never.
The victories. Oh God.
Yeah. I think that's what builds character.
Is what?
Is because when the thing is, when most people stop seeing the light and there's
Come a little
sign,
close to the mic.
Sorry.
Perfect.
When most people stop seeing the light,
Yes.
only a small percentage of those people take that small victory and go back to looking for the light. You know what I mean? It's like this. You stop seeing the light and someone throws you a flashlight. It's either you keep going in darkness or you create your own light.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what another metaphor kind of like that is?
What?
Imagine you're driving in the fog, right?
Yep.
Your house is in the fog. You're trying to get to your house. That's where you're trying to go. That's where your destination is. And you can either be scared and stop on the side of the road and just be like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and wait till this fog clears up so I can see my house and get to my house.
Yeah.
Or if you know anything about fog, the more and more you drive, right, the further and the more and more you can see, right? You just see 10 feet in front of you. So you drive 10 feet, you'll see another 10 feet. Drive 10 feet, and you see another 10 feet. So slowly progressing, slowly getting there, and boom, all of a sudden you're there. Just because you can't see the end road doesn't mean you need to fear and crumble. And it's just that it's so far away, you know? Just focus on the next incremental step in front of you. One small steps at a time, small process at a time, small journey steps at a time,
If it's
milestones at a time.
If it seems too far, make it shorter.
Yeah, chop
until
it down.
you can see it.
Chop it down. Have you ever heard like the domino effect when it ties into that? It's I've heard it in the book, The One Thing by Gary Keller. He says, "You're coughing a lot, brother."
I know.
He'll be coughing in the mic. Oh, fuck you. Oh, oh. Just kidding.
Take it
Good stuff.
What's up, baby?
Oh, that's good shit. I've heard of this thing called the domino effect by Gary Keller, and he says it's basically I've probably other people have heard said it too, but it's that a domino can knock over. You know, you line them up when you want to knock them down and make the whole
but they
line.
can slowly get bigger.
But
and
yeah,
bigger and bigger.
a domino can knock over the next domino that's 1.5 times its size.
Just like your achievements, they get bigger.
Exactly.
Bigger.
So if you have, you know, a domino that's 1 and a domino that's 5, you need one in the way. You need a 1.5 to knock down a 3 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
What is going on?
Okay. Here's a small domino. Here's I want to make varsity baseball. Okay. Here's a big ass domino. I want to be a major leaguer.
Yes.
Doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
There's a whole process.
True.
Okay, back to you.
And back to you, Joe, in the studio. Can I say something to you? Do you hear me?
Why are you doing that so loud? How? That hurts.
Sorry,
You guys
sorry.
don't even know what happened.
That
You guys
was-
never will.
That was funny.
Never.
That was really funny.
Ow, my fucking eardrums, dog.
Surrender yourself to the moment. We all know that life is busy. Your daily routine is probably jam-packed with obligations and responsibilities because you have to keep them up with the fast-paced world. This consistent stimulation mandates that you take some time out for yourself. Slow down every once in a while just to relax. By doing so, you'll be living in the moment instead of worrying about the future. According to researchers, the mind wanders 50% of the time. This means you end up spending half of your time, half of your life, worrying about events that occurred in the past and the ones that might happen in the future. The real kicker is that the mind wanders actually makes you, this mind wandering actually makes you unhappy. So when you're on the path to your next big goal, stop fantasizing about your grand victory. Just focus on the task at hand, and you'll be happier, and you'll probably do a better job. Exactly what I was talking about, the domino effect. Just focus on the next one. It said, living in the moment instead of worrying about the future. I was reading another article, another psychological article, and it was talking about little steps that can make you enjoy the day more. And like I've been doing this other one is that like when you get home from work, whatever, when you're driving your car, one tip was to just sit in your car for a little bit. You know, and you just sit in your car for like 3 to 5 minutes, just kind of unwind before you go inside. It just allows you to like collect your thoughts a little bit, and like small little things like that. Like, you know, when you're getting in your car for the day, don't just get in your car and go. Relax. Or when you wake up in the morning, sit there for like 10 minutes instead of just getting your socks and going.
Yeah.
No, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, man? Something snarky.
No, I was gonna say, you living in the moment is what's making your future. So don't ponder about it or think about it, because then you're gonna miss it.
That's true. That's very true. Jesus Christ. You're crazy. You're a little quiet today. You usually can talk my ear off.
Long day at work, baby.
One long day at
Your
work.
boy's a little tired.
Yeah, your second day back. Life is so rough
Yeah,
for you.
fucking had to paint a
Fortnite.
forklift. I had to paint a forklift. It wasn't bad. It just fucking watching paint dry sucks.
Fortnite. The mind wanders 50% of the time. That's pretty crazy.
Well, probably for me, 75 or 80. Holy fuck.
Come on, man. The journey is the reward. You'll learn more from your journey to success than from the carrot you receive as a reward. What ultimately makes you who you are and shapes your personality are all the little decisions you make. On a journey, you experience growth and improvement. The memories, as I said earlier, are just an added bonus. Research shows that people who have a positive outlook on life in their younger years and mandate that perspective are actually more likely to earn more later in their life than those who don't. So adjust your mindset to get the bigger payoffs. I agree with that right away, man. First off, the guys who I think are at the top, man, like they're pretty optimistic and positive people.
Yeah, I want to say the people that don't believe in that are the ones that gave up in high school.
Exactly. So I believe they're optimistic. You know, and this is what the show's all about. The show's all about being willfully optimistic, man. But being optimistic about your future, right? Being happier, being more positive, dude, it obviously leads to more things.
To me, It,
Dude, the only thing negative outlooks are gonna get you is a lot of bullshit friends, and then what it's gonna get you is a lot of horrible habits for reaching for vices. You're gonna be a drinker. You're gonna be a physical beater. You're gonna be a smoker. You're gonna be something nasty.
it's just outlooks to make your dreams more reality. Like, let's see. People drink to forget.
Yep.
People do a lot of drugs to imagine.
Yep.
Yeah.
They escape their realities. They want to seek refuge in something else because their realities are so boring and shitty. They think.
Yeah. Because they gave up.
They have a bad mindset. Their realities are not that bad. Their mindset is just the bad part.
Trash.
Strike the right balance. Enjoying the journey does not mean that you should stop setting goals or that you should swap your work ethic for leisure. Just don't let a single goal dictate your life. Enjoy the pursuit of your goal with some diversions along the way. You need ambition to keep you on track, but it should not close you off from enjoying other pursuits and paths, even if they lead nowhere. Enjoy the path that leads you to your destination. You can do so by being present for the trek you make to reach the peak of your mountain. And that's the end of that article.
Okay. Yep.
Fulfillment Daily. Thank you very much for that one. A song I want to shout out, probably going to play it right now, is You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Atkins. I think it's a perfect example. It's about this girl who, the song You're Gonna Miss This by Trace
I have
Atkins.
a good one.
What is it? I'll remember this.
It's I think it's a Miley Cyrus song, and I think it's called Moving On. It's a good song. You should play it.
Hell yeah, I'll play it right now.
That's why I'm playing baseball.
Yes. No, the song You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Atkins. What the song's about is it's about this guy singing about his little daughter and her stage in life. And she's a little girl, and she was mad that her mom is being too controlling. And she's like, oh, I just can't wait to be older. And then,
it's like you're gonna miss being a kid and saying
exactly. Boom. And then she got older, she had a kid of her own, and she moved into a house, and she's like, oh yeah, a little small for now. We can't wait to get a bigger house. We can't wait to get a bigger car, etc. And Dad's like, yo, slow down. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss raising your children when they're all gone, etc., etc. Just talk about it over and over again. Like, you're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss this, because the journey and every incremental step is like, dude, that's where the true happiness lies. Because happiness doesn't lie at an end. It lies in the active. It's present. It's right now. Are you happy? Hold on. In about 5 minutes, I'll be happy. That's not how it fucking works. Are you happy right now or are you not? Like, it's a present thing. It's an active thing.
Not being in the moment and thinking about the future ruins you being in the moment, which ruins your future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Living in... Do you have anything else to say?
No. No, I'm good.
Living in the moment. Maybe it's the key to success. Maybe not, but I'm going to try it out. Enjoying the process. That's what we talked about on today's episode. And like always, until next time, take care, my friends.
Peace.
A piece. I'm the beast from the east. Yo, I'm gonna break down and beat my meat. Yo,
hey,
listen
shout
up.
out Eagles
I'ma
fly,
do my
Eagles
shit.
fly.
Yo, listen up. I'ma get real lit. I'ma spark the weed. I'ma spark
2017
the
Super Bowl champs.
Have a good time. I'm a little. Wow, yeah. Thanks again for tuning into this episode, guys. I really hope y'all enjoyed it, and I really hope y'all found something to take away from the show today.